a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here. It's gone. It's 7:15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Gibson swings and a fly ball to deep right field. This is going to be a home run. Unbelievable! A home run for Gibson. And the Dodgers have won the game 5-4. I don't believe what I just saw. There's a walk back. I believe. The Giants from the pennant. 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 Bobby Thompson hits into the line back. I'm going to see him win. The Giants from the pennant. And they're going crazy.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
This is WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of WHPC Sports Talk. Oh my goodness, is it a good day in sports, everybody. Wow. I'm your host, Matt Leonard. With me to my right, I have Gina Halstead. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Good. Kory David.
I'm feeling great.
Mauricio Mendoza.
You already know it's Thursday night, man.
And Elijah Blain. How are you, Elijah?
How long did you have that intro in the drafts?
Literally like a week. Not even.
Yeah.
We were just waiting for the lockout to did lockout ends. We were going to play that. And it is over. The lockout is over.
Finally.
Yep.
Oh, we can breathe finally.
Yeah, I mean, now it's free agency. Now it's just chaos. And I think spring training is tomorrow, right?
Spring training, they can report as early as tomorrow. It officially starts Sunday, and games start the 17th, which is a week from today.
Yeah.
So how does that affect the regular season for them going forward?
Full 162.
It's
that's
just
good.
delayed. And
Yeah, it's starting April 7th.
I guess the World Series is really going to just be played in
November?
November.
It's got to be a little bit.
Yeah.
But one of my questions is, how does this change in the fans' perspective after everything?
What do you mean?
Like
what the fans
perspective
view it?
of the league?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it sucks, but like at this point,
They got it done.
Yeah, you got it done. Now it's just time to like move forward. Happens a lot with CBA negotiations. You hate them, you just got to move forward and work.
I was talking to you earlier about this, Matt. The players in the ending didn't get entirely what they want. How did that look like for the end of negotiations? Because I don't keep up with baseball like that. So I'm just going off what y'all telling me right now.
I'm pulling up the article now with everything that they got. So the players had to compromise on the playoffs. There'll be 12 teams in the playoffs instead
Which
of
is
10.
good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not 14. That's too many.
That's way too many. That's half of the league.
Fair. By what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There'll be a 12-team playoff.
is it ghost wins still a thing?
I don't believe that's out yet. I'll keep looking. And
Well,
obviously,
hopefully it's not.
Any news
Yeah.
that breaks, we'll get to everybody as soon as we can. This is all happening real time. This happened about half an hour ago, and we're just breaking this now. But 516-572-7440 is the number to call if you want to call in, join the discussion, talk about baseball, anything. We're getting into some basketball, maybe some football later in the show. But now is baseball talk because it is finally back. Free agency starts tonight, Elijah.
I just wanted to mention first before we get into it. Teams voted on the deal. 4 teams did not disagreed, and it's both of our teams, Mets and the Yankees, and the Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals.
I don't care what the Astros have to say. The Cardinals are a historic organization. That's fine. Mets are just voting against it because they want to keep spending money.
I think that's the same for us. I mean, remember when
Mets and the Yankees like to buy everything now, so,
it's like a week ago or 2 ago, but like they're deep in negotiations. It was like 2 a.m. at night. Hal left early when they were talking about luxury tax. So I think he's like really against all the taxes against his team. I think he wants to spend.
I mean, you say that, but what did they do before the lockout? They got Andrelton Simmons. Yay!
No, they were waiting for the lockout, and now we're going to spend tonight, hopefully.
What do you think's coming? You think Correa?
No, we're not getting Correa. I think we're very out on Correa.
Okay.
I think we're getting Story.
How about Freddie Freeman?
I think we're going to push for Freeman hard. I'm not sure.
The Mets are pushing for Freeman, which I hate.
No, that's just dumb.
It's stupid.
I mean, we need a guy like Freeman. We need an established first baseman. We need a guy who's a proven winner. And I think it's between us and the Braves, in my opinion. If the Braves offer him a good deal or match us, yeah, he's going back to the Braves. But I think we're going to offer more money. And if we get Freddie Freeman, we won't have to trade for Olsen, so we could keep our prospects. And you know, Hal likes to hug onto our prospects. But let me see, starting pitching, I think we go after Rodon. Yeah. From the White Sox.
The Mets are interested in him. I think he'd be a perfect fit
I think that's going to be a bidding war between them. I wouldn't be surprised if we checkbook. I wouldn't be surprised if we go after the MPB guys, Suzuki.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if we try to get him.
He's still out there. That's true.
Yeah, and some relievers, and then I don't think we're going to get. I don't think we're trading for Olsen. I don't think we're trading for Chapman. I don't think. Who else were we? And we're definitely not getting Correa. I think that's just not going to happen.
I think Yankee fans want Correa.
No, we want Correa, but I think he's just going to get priced out of here.
Yeah,
I think some team like the Tigers.
Well, Tigers got Baez. Remember that?
Yeah, that's true.
I have no clue where Correa's going. I heard the Cubs.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't get why they would go there because I think they're in a rebuilding stage again now. They got rid of everybody.
Stroman. I think.
What does that do?
The way the Cubs are operating right now is basically getting a couple of stars and building a team like around them. So they have Stroman. If they get Correa, but you still have to have guys to get people into Wrigley, though.
Correa's young enough that you can build around him still as a free agent.
Yeah.
He's young. He's what, 26, 27?
Around then.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
He's not even 30. He's a young shortstop. In my opinion, the best defensive shortstop in baseball.
Correa?
Yeah.
Simmons.
Really? With Simmons over Correa?
Yeah.
Correa's arm is another world, man.
Because Simmons that's his specialty. That's the reason why he's like gonna get paid $15K. Wow,
that would be an incredible team friendly deal there.
Yeah.
So speaking of negotiations, I know there was a talk about Aaron Judge and extending his contract with the Yankees, right?
I think that's
going. That going?
Yeah,
he won't get an extension.
That's going to get done in the middle of the season.
He said opening day is deadline. He won't talk middle of the season.
Yeah,
he said he's not going to talk during the season.
Wow.
Okay. So opening day is his deadline. He said. Kind of like with Lindor last year. Kind of like that.
Yeah, that's not going to get done.
Where do you think?
You want my honest answer?
Yeah.
He's not going to the Mets.
I think he'll be the right fielder in Citi Field.
No, he's not going to the Mets.
Yeah, I said before, we'll move Soto to left and we'll put him in right.
Yeah, and you're going to get Trout in center.
Yeah.
And who else?
And then
Shane Bieber after DeGrom.
Yes,
sure.
and then I turn my PS4 off, and the show shuts down, and it's all over.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's staying. He's either staying or going to the West Coast for like the Giants.
I say the Angels,
or the Dodgers, or the Angels or the Padres.
Padres would be interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
him and Tatis, man. That would
be something. And Machado, yeah.
I forgot Machado's there.
I think if they get Judge, they'd have to get rid of Machado for the money. But yeah.
Yeah, that's way too much. That's thinking way down the line, though.
Yeah.
But right now, we know it is a 5-year agreement. It's a 5-year CBA. That's a standard length of these agreements usually. Mm-hmm. Usually goes about 3 to 5 years. This one's 5. Oh, my God. This is such a good day. Let's see. There is the National League is adopting the DH.
Yep.
For the foreseeable future.
I mean, that's a no-doubter. I've been pro DH for a while. It's just time. A lot of pitchers can't hit unless you're DeGrom or Bartolo Colon that one time. So yeah, I think it's time to get rid of DH. It's good riddance, I guess.
Get rid of the DH? Pitchers hitting, yeah.
Yeah, get rid of pitchers hitting, yeah.
I can't see anywhere that they're adding the pitch clock, and I couldn't be happier about that. They're not going to add the pitch clock, most likely. That's what I'm reading.
I mean, some guys take way too long of a time. But
remember Daisuke Matsuzaka?
Yeah.
Or they had a timer on SNY. It was like a minute between pitches.
Yeah, who's the guy? I think Jordan Montgomery takes a long time, too.
Yeah, Sonny Gray.
Yeah, Sonny Gray does. I've been to a Yankees game. He was pitching. It was like a solid 2 minutes in between pitches. It was bad. Man. But yeah, I mean, look,
they were looking at 19 seconds for that pitch clock.
Yeah, that's way too fast.
It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. But I mean, the shift is gone, I think.
Yep.
And I'm happy about that. Well, Joey Gallo's on my team, that's why.
He has to put the ball in play for it to matter.
But the thing is, you can bunt all you want. That's not what the MLB wants. They want balls in play. They want line drives. Really. They want home runs. It was inevitable. Yep. Yeah. Chicks dig the long ball.
I was going to ask why, and that's why. There you go.
That's why. So, I mean... So, yeah. Everything's good for the Yankees except the luxury tax. That's the real... that's the thing I do not like. But Steve Cohen doesn't like it, too, and I guess
that's why they voted against
Yankees and Mets fans are united on that.
Yeah, because y'all, their owners got the checkbooks.
Yep.
So they can pull them out.
So I know with the NFL, the players didn't necessarily get anything that they really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Did the MLB players get anything that they wanted?
The MLBPA is much stronger.
That's the best union in the world.
NFL.
No,
the NFLPA is a joke.
No, it's better than NBA. Trust me.
You sure?
Really?
It's better
no, it's much better than the NBA. Yeah,
the union is better. I'm saying
they're much
do for players
than the NBA.
I mean, I look at the NBA and it's looking like the players run it more than the
NBA. They run the league.
2.
You know that.
NBA is number 2, but that's more of the superstars in the NBA. The lower level players don't really have that much pull.
I seen Timothy Mozgov get $70 million. So.
Well, the Lakers were stupid in that deal. So, I mean, MLBPA is the strongest union in the world, basically. Mm-hmm. And they got, what did they get? They got arbitration, I think.
Yes.
They did get arbitration. They technically did get expanded playoffs, just not the playoffs that they wanted.
Well, I believe they didn't want 14, they wanted 12, right?
No, MLB
wanted 14, so more teams get in and get guys more money. That's right.
I'm not too sure, but wasn't there something in I'm trying to remember where it was basically like in order for these wins to mean something in the playoffs.
Oh, the ghost wins or whatever? No, that's gone.
Yeah,
that's out.
Yeah, that's good. That's against the competitive spirit of the game, in my opinion.
It's ridiculous. I never understood it, but I thought when I heard it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, the players got a good deal. Isn't there something going on with Scherzer? People don't like him for some reason.
I think he was one of the guys that voted against it. I think.
Yeah.
Well, because he's the highest paid player in baseball.
Yeah,
what do you expect from that guy?
Wasn't there 8 that voted against it?
There was 12. It was 26 to 12. 26 in favor, 12 against.
Did Cole vote against it?
I don't know. I don't know exactly who voted for what. But I think Scherzer is one of the guys. That's my best inference. I
mean, that's what I thought at the end of the day. The Players Association, there's a big difference between a guy like Max Scherzer and a guy who's barely a major leaguer getting paid $600K to play baseball. So, I mean, they came to an agreement. Everything's working out right now. They're going back to spring training, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was an issue again 5 years later.
Guys can report tomorrow. So, spring training officially starts Sunday, and like I said before, spring training games start in a week. I'm going to be watching those religiously. I don't care. I want to see baseball on a baseball field.
Yep.
I don't care if it doesn't count for anything. I don't know if it's the Mets, single A guys at the end of the game. You don't know who they are after the 7th inning, but I'm going to watch it.
You just need your fix?
Yes. So bad. It's like, you ever seen that meme with Dave Chappelle where he's stretching that shirt? Got any baseball games?
You got any of that baseball?
Yeah, exactly.
And I respect it. Because when you have those situations where it's lockouts and you're clamoring for a sport, you just can't wait to get it back. And at some point, you start finding yourself watching the College World Series and college baseball.
Yeah, college baseball is actually pretty fun, though. There's
college baseball is fun. I like it.
A lot more bat flips, a lot more
They're so
stylish stuff.
And more energetic. Because there's one thing I've always noticed is that the NCAA players and competition is much more energetic compared to sometimes the leagues.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I was always worried about when I played, just looking at baseball, the thing is, you can't have too much fun. If you have too much fun, they might beam you. I'm like,
yeah. You can get hit in the head with a fastball.
What kind of unwritten rules is that? I remember the days of Deion Sanders writing a money sign in a diamond plate, and they would get mad at him.
You just call it the diamond plate?
No. The diamond, right?
Home plate.
Yeah.
You call it the diamond plate?
But he wrote it in the dirt though.
Yeah, but you call it the diamond plate? That's what I'm stuck on.
I'm not that good.
But it does have a good catch with it.
When I played baseball, I was a pinch runner. I ain't even gonna lie. They just I ran track and they just need somebody with speed.
So you're Tim LaCastro then.
I don't think he knows what that means, but that's a good example. Yeah. It's like Gerard Dyson or something.
Yeah, I just saw the Arizona Diamondbacks just tweeting out their ballpark, and I'm like, no one's gonna go to your ballpark.
I hate Chase Field.
Yeah, Chase Field is it the word? No, Oakland Coliseum.
Trop.
Oakland Coliseum, Trop, and then maybe Chase Field, because Chase Field is basically just an airport hangar.
The Tropics is Miami, right?
No,
I've been to the Tropics in Tampa. Yeah,
the Rays.
But Miami also has criticism.
Yeah, I heard
Miami's not that bad.
I heard they Miami.
They redid Miami. It's not terrible.
Miami is new. It has good facilities. It's just sterile, and
it used to be all light green. That was terrible.
Ew.
I hated watching Mets games in Miami. There's all green everywhere.
Yeah, just
now it's blue. It's nice.
So quick question. So now that the lockout is over, who's your picks? Who's your early?
Oh, we can do this. Finally do this.
Go for it. Who's the 2 early picks for you?
For what?
World Series.
I'm gonna go World Series. Who's your 2 early? Like
it's
early,
too early to say.
Way too early.
Free agency's not over yet. It's too early to say.
I have one.
Okay.
White Sox and the Dodgers.
Dodgers are back in there?
Yeah, Dodgers are going to go back.
Okay.
Well, what about the Braves? What do we see in the Braves?
Nah, they're going to fall off.
The Braves are going to fall off a little bit. He's biased because he's a Mets fan, but
the Mets got better. They're good. They're good.
Tampa's good.
I was about to say Tampa as well.
What are they, the Blue Jays or Blue Rays?
The Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
The Blue Rays.
No, I asked what the Blue Jays
Tampa Bay Rays.
I said Blue Rays.
Me, I was like, is it either
Tampa Bay Rays.
Tampa Bay
Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, the Toronto Blue Jays.
I was about to say, who the Blu-ray DVD players? Who would name their team Blue Rays?
They used to be the Devil Rays, though.
Yeah, they were the Devil Rays.
That actually was a fire logo.
They had the rainbow uniforms. That was great.
Yeah.
Yep. But if I had to pick right now, before free agent starts up again,
Don't say the Mets.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'll say them after they sign Freddie Freeman.
I didn't say the Yankees, so.
I don't think the Mets can win it right now. If they add more pieces, I think they have a shot. That's what I'll say.
Do you know what? I'll say this. The Mets are going to the National League Divisional Series. I'll say that.
At least.
Yeah, I'll say that.
That's the expectation of the league. You have the two of the best pitchers, and not the 2 best in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So DeGrom is 1. Scherzer's up there on the conversation, top 4, top 3, in my opinion.
Just the offense.
Yeah, the offense. They have the names, but they don't have the production. That's the issue.
I mean, Lindor, Alonso, Conforto's not coming back.
No, thank
McNeil.
God. McNeil. They have Starling Marte now. He'll be starting for them.
Marte is solid.
Eduardo Escobar could be starting if they don't sign somebody else.
Kana on the bench.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's going to be a good bench guy.
Bench bat.
Do you think a team like the Yankees, with all they do have names on their squad like Aaron Judge? Do you think that they possibly might go far in the playoffs?
It all depends if we make moves tonight. I mean,
it's health too.
It's health.
Why does it sound like as soon as the clock strike midnight, y'all just go?
That's how it will be. That's how it's just gonna be because we already had to
stopped this whole time.
Yeah, we already had the deals in place. We just have to offer them and sign off on them.
But you know what I'm thinking about now? If it goes in, because I know it's usually goes into baseball, usually goes into football. Do you think that the fact that it might start a little bit more later, that the ratings for football might affect baseball a little bit more than usual?
Because when you think about it, the time that the World Series is over, it's really when football really starts to start up. The beginning of football season for me is Thanksgiving. That's when football season heats up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
What does heat up for you?
The first,
huh?
What does heat up for you then?
September the 9th or September the 1st.
When it starts?
The first day.
The first weeks of football are not
you usually
amazing.
tell it's going to be good. You usually tell it's going to be usually good. You can see the Cardinals, they started out 8. You
didn't know there ain't no week 1.
You could tell it was going to be nice just with the team that squad they had.
No.
You know,
I thought the Denver Broncos were going to be good, and then literally flopped.
Just like I could tell I tell the Giants was going to be trash. But
that's different. That's very different.
I don't want to hear this today.
But I digress. Let's get back to on topic.
Let's get back to baseball. Yeah. I still got to think. A World Series pick, man. It's just if I'm predicting after a free agency, who's going to do what?
Okay, so let's go through the divisions. So AL East, Yankees are in the mix. Red Sox are always in the mix. Blue Jays have some talent, but I think they're going to fall off a little bit this year.
Is a problem. Yeah, I know they're not.
Orioles are going to definitely win the World Series. Do you know what? I actually like the Orioles, and they're a rival. I like their ballpark. I like their logo.
They play well against the Yankees.
And they always manage to beat us sometimes, but I kind of like I'm kind of partial to the Orioles, but Rays, they won't. The Rays are not built for the playoffs. That's the problem with the team.
They run out of steam by like mid-September.
Yeah, so I mean, I just have I wouldn't be surprised if they made the World Series and even won it, but it's just they always run out of gas by September.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Yankees, Red Sox, and maybe Blue Jays are contenders. In,
if I had to pick a winner of that division based on the moves that are going to happen, I'm going to go with the Red Sox.
Depending on the moves,
they're not done. I think they're not done.
Right now, the Red Sox are the favorite. Wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees get ahead. And yeah, it just depends on health and stuff. AL Central. That's
the White Sox division to lose.
Yeah, that's why I think they're going to go to the World Series because you just have to play in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. What about the Astros?
They're going to be good.
They're going to be good, but they're losing Correa. They are losing who else?
Verlander comes back. We didn't know how he'll be though. We could off Tommy John. He's old.
Yeah, he's old and off of Tommy John, so you just don't know. Bregman is still there, I think.
Bregman's there, Altuve's there, Alvarez is there. They have a lot of key pieces on that team. Yuli Gurriel's still a great average hitter.
How's their pitching? Their pitching wasn't
McCullers,
that great.
We don't know what we're getting out of Verlander.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to win the division. It's just that, who else? The Angels are not going to be amazing.
No, the A's are going to be bad.
The
Mariners are interesting. The Mariners are interesting.
Kalenic is going to play full-time.
I think they're not done either. They're going to make a big splash in free agency. I have a prediction about something with that.
Yeah, I mean, Mariners aren't up and up. It's just not their window right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the next 1-2 years...
They won 90 games last year. People forget about that.
Yeah, they did win 90 games. I just don't think it's their window to actually contend right now.
I think they're ahead of schedule, kind of like the Yankees were when Aaron Judge came up, but they're not quite as good.
Yeah. NL East, Mets. Braves.
Mets, I think, will win the division.
Who else? Nationals.
Mets, Braves, Nationals, Phillies, Marlins. Marlins, no.
Marlins, no.
I'm going to say Phillies, no.
I wouldn't be surprised if Phillies actually do something, but I would be... It's probably not going to happen.
It won't matter. They're never going to win anything.
Yeah.
They never amount to much. They signed Bryce Harper to this big deal. He won MVP, and they get nothing.
Yeah, it's the Braves and the Mets, really.
Yeah.
And
Nationals aren't going to win.
Yeah, Nationals, they're wasting Soto's career. And NL Central, Pirates.
Pirates, Cubs, Cardinals.
The Cardinals are going to win that one.
Brewers, you don't think? If Yelich bounces back?
If Yelich bounces back, maybe, yeah. But Cardinals, they have Arenado. They have a solid team.
Paul Goldschmidt. They have the best team of 5 years ago. It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You know, it still just haunts my mind the fact that Bryce Harper took all that money to go to Philly, and then the Nationals won the championship.
Yep.
He brought a title back to D.C. You see that interview?
He did, but...
You see that?
No, I didn't see that.
No, Bryce Harper, when he got to Philadelphia, said in a press conference, I want to bring a title back to D.C. And they upped Philadelphia, and they won the next year.
Yeah.
I was like... I'm like... His career so far is like...
He won an MVP, though.
He did. He won,
just last year.
Yeah.
But
it don't mean
a thing if you ain't got the ring.
Do you know what? At the end of his career, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he's going to get a ring, though.
You know what bothers me? People say Bryce Harper right now in his career is better than Reggie Jackson.
You know who Bryce Harper is?
No.
He's James Harden of baseball.
Yes.
Yes.
That's very good.
Yep.
Still in with the Phillies,
but he's more like he's more likable than James Harden, in my opinion.
Bryce Harper? You're not a Mets fan. That's fair.
Yeah, he wanted to be a Yankee, and I'm still mad at Hal for not getting him. But yeah,
I mean, from what I've seen, he has points where he can be annoying, where he yells at fans.
Yeah, he definitely can be annoying, but like when he's likable, he's likable. Like the home run derby in DC.
That was great. I was rooting for him
cool.
in that. That was great.
And yeah,
Trout, I would compare to Dame Lillard. Like he'd be my Dame Lillard.
Yeah, he's much better.
He's much better. Yeah,
Lillard is at his sport. Yeah,
except he. I don't know about that, but he'll never run.
No, he is. No, he is. Trust me, Trout's number one in baseball. Dame's not near number one in the NBA.
No, yeah.
Would you put Dame top 10 in the NBA right now?
Yes.
No.
But I feel like he's very underrated.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he is underrated, but he's not.
The fact that we're debating it, everyone, Mike Trout is.
We'll do this.
You ask 10 people, 9 out of 10 will say Trout's the best player in baseball.
Yeah.
You won't get that reaction for Dame Lillard, is what I'm saying.
I can.
Okay.
I'm going from this instance, the fact that he's loyal.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
He still hasn't won anything, but he's loyal. That's the comparison that I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to say that, as far as where they rank in their sports, I'm just saying their attributes.
How do you feel as a fan of a particular sport? Like when you look at a particular player that's your favorite, do you look for somebody that's going to be loyal to an organization, or do you look for somebody that's just as far as individuality and the way they play?
You're saying not on my team? Like my favorite player not on my team, basically?
Okay, let's use the NBA for example, right? We had Kobe. Kobe was loyal to the Lakers his entire career. You had
but he was the Knick, I'm saying. So like a non-Knick player, non-New York player.
True.
But
would you pick like a Kobe who's loyal to an organization as your favorite player, or like a Shaq who is basically, going to get the rings?
I got one. Think of Derek Jeter.
Yeah, Derek Jeter's my favorite athlete of all time.
Kory's trying to get to me on the best day of the year.
His favorite athlete of all time, too. So
Kory's trying to bother you on the best day of the year. Don't do this.
We know Matt loves Derek Jeter.
Yeah. Loyalty means a lot.
Loyal to the soul.
All right.
It's one thing to be loyal to a franchise like the Yankees and another to be loyal to a franchise like the Angels. Eventually, it's going to hurt you.
Okay.
I mean, as a Messi fan and a Barcelona fan, I mean, he's been around for a long time. But also, it could also depend on the team and how they treat him.
Well, soccer is so much different than any American
You make so much more money there.
So much more money. And fans are more passionate, and those franchises are basically institutions, unlike the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
But usually when it comes to soccer, they expect a long time play with the team.
But Messi, for example, of Messi, he was with Barcelona's youth team when he was 10. Yeah, and then he had to grow up in that system. With baseball, you're basically drafted out of high school, out of college, and then you grind your way through the minor leagues, and then you go to the major leagues, and then when you actually have to hit free agency, you're already 30, 32. So, yeah.
Okay.
You're in your prime or past your prime at that point. Yeah. Speaking of the draft, you brought that up as the last point I want to make on baseball, then we'll move on to some NBA. There is now a draft lottery, but just 6 picks. The top 6 picks are going to be a draft lottery in baseball. They're saying it's going to prevent tanking. I don't think so. 6 picks is not enough. That's my opinion.
And it's not the NBA lottery. It's not the NFL.
Yeah, no one's going to care.
Yeah, the NFL draft.
The players aren't coming right out of the draft to play for you.
Yeah, the MLB is a crapshoot. They don't have to actually go to the team if you get drafted. Mets know that very well with Kumar Rocker. And, it's just, you get the number 1 pick, you get a nice guy, maybe it doesn't work out in the minor leagues, and then it's just gone. So it's not really gonna... I think the international draft is more competitive in that, standpoint. Because, you have to go through the minor leagues.
Well, they don't know if they're having the international draft. They're going to discuss that throughout the season.
That's a whole thing. But, I mean... I guess the best international players are better than the actual guys who are coming out of high school and college, in my opinion. So, yeah.
Let's see. The last point is what I wanted to make. Where was it? Come on. Players can be optioned to the minor leagues now 5 instead of 3 times per year. They added more minor league options to the contracts.
Yeah.
I like that.
That doesn't affect guys like Scherzer and
of course not. But I'm saying,
but yeah,
I think it helps with teams. You're not going to see as many guys get released or DFA'd anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's good for guys like the guy I mentioned, Tim LeCastro, Greg Allen from the Yankees.
Oh,
yeah.
The Yankees have all these big names. You got Greg Allen.
Yeah, the Yankees are very top heavy. There's guys like Judge, Cole, Stanton, LeMahieu, and then there's
even Gary Sanders to an extent. The name.
Yeah. And then there's guys like who's it? Tyler Wade. But Tyler Wade is always going to have a spot on the team.
Him. I do
Not
like
really.
him. You don't like him?
I mean, he's a good utility player.
To me, he's kind of like your Jeff McNeil, but he's not as good.
No, he's definitely not as good. And then you have those guys like Tim LaCastro, like I mentioned. Ryan Lamar.
Oh, Ryan Lamar.
And
wow.
Yeah, but I was gonna say Higgy. Higgy's better than that.
Higgy's good.
Yeah, Higgy's not gonna go to the.
He's a good backup catcher.
Yeah. He's a good backup catcher.
He's not a starter, but he's a good backup catcher. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if it keeps like those guys on the team for longer, not DFA'd, that's good.
Hopefully, and I'm just so psyched that baseball's back. I get to watch spring training games next week. Oh man, this is amazing. But on that note, we'll end the baseball talk there. We'll move on to the NBA in just a minute. First, I want to remind everybody, in case you're tuning in right now, you are listening to WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I am Matt Leonard. Joining me, I have Elijah Blain, Mauricio Mendoza, Kory David, and Gina Halstead. Number to call in, 516-572-7440. Come join the conversation. We love taking your phone calls. And another great program you can listen to on WHPC would be Emo Afterglow. Tonight, actually, all Thursdays at 8 p.m., the best pop, punk, rock, alternative, and emo music for back-in-the-day fans as well as modern newcomers. Artists include Green Day, Foo Fighters, The Killers, and modern acts such as All Time Low, Paramore, and Mayday Parade. Emo Afterglow, Thursdays at 8 p.m. That's tonight as well. Make sure you're tuned to that if that's the kind of music you're into. I love that kind of stuff. I'm wearing the Green Day shirt, so, you know.
I'm wearing Nirvana.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Big Nirvana weekend last week. The Batman came out, so that was cool. Yep.
Nice.
I'm going to
I was this close to buying a Metallica.
Okay, you should.
I should have.
Good for you. You should.
Yep.
But yeah, let's go to the NBA now. And the Nets the Brooklyn Nets have a big, that's an understatement, a big matchup tonight in Philly. This is the first Nets 76ers matchup since the big trade that sent Simmons to Brooklyn and Harden to Philly. Kory, I'm going to go to you first. Ben Simmons is sitting on the bench for this game, but he's not active. He's been harassed all day in Philly. Fans are yelling at him, booing him outside his hotel.
As they should.
Oh, my goodness.
I just want to know why Steve Nash would do this to this man, let him sit on the bench.
I don't understand.
I'm like, he is... I seen somebody post a meme of like the Kurt Angle chant of like the "you suck." It's literally about to be like that for Ben Simmons on that bench. And then now the only problem is though, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most matchups where you don't necessarily know who could win because it's the battle of the dynamic duos. You got Kyrie who could go for 50 at any given moment. You got KD who's literally one of the best scorers in the league
of all time.
But then you have James Harden, who is also one of the best scorers of all time and is on the top 75 list of all time as well. Plus, he's a great facilitator. And then you have Joel Embiid, who might be one of the most... I'm not too sure. It's tied between him and Jokic on who's the best big man in the league. Both have different characteristics, but Joel Embiid, like how Kevin Durant described him, is one of the best ways you can. He can go from being Kobe to Shaq to Keem all in one game.
Literally.
That's crazy.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Literally.
Watch him, that's true.
Like, literally, you'll see him hit a turnaround fadeaway. Then the next, he's in the post doing whatever he's doing.
Dream shake a little bit.
And then the next, he can just dominate whenever he wants to. He's just different.
You just don't see it in the center. Like, to move in that kind of direction, you don't see centers going off, hitting 3-point shots. Or like literally,
this is new age centers.
Yeah,
man.
that's the NBA.
Literally,
yeah.
Jokic, it's just
he's a different kind of center too.
He just got one of them games that's so fluent, but he's so inspirational.
He's a point guard as a center, basically.
Literally.
That's not why he's inspirational. He's inspirational because it makes guys like that's not in shape think that, you know what? If I could go to the rec league, I could just put up numbers. I could do everything good. I could do everything Jokic could do. Just stay in the lane.
Jokic is 7 feet tall.
Yeah, it just needs to come foot.
Jokic is 7 feet tall.
What that mean when I'm in a rec league going up against 5'6" guys? I'm Jokic.
Nah, Gray, I agree with you 100%. I feel like this is one of those games where you don't know who's going to win. Like, I've been debating this all day.
I got the Sixers.
Like, I know. I think I got the Nets on this one. Ooh. Yeah, Kyrie just came from a 50-point game against the Hornets. Yes. Kevin is back in. So Kevin has to put up numbers. You know, he's been taking it slow. The last couple of games that he has okay, but nothing too to the point where it's talked about, you know. But then you have the chemistry like automatic with Embiid and Harden. You see, they're out there looking like they're playing street ball right now. Like the oops, the behind the bag catches for the dunks. Like it's gonna be a good game.
And then you got Tyrese Maxey coming along, doing well. Now the thing about that is, I seen something with Blake Griffin where I want to say, I forgot who's getting minutes on the Brooklyn Nets. One of their former point guards is getting minutes on the Milwaukee Bucks. And he was like, I sure want to know what that feels like. I guess he's kind of growing frustrated with the minutes that he's getting played right now. But I just think with Kevin Durant right now, I just want to point this out about that Hornets 50-point game. Yeah. He had 14 points in that game.
That's what I'm saying. If he doesn't,
and then he found out the power he willed in New York when he can mess up people's parlays.
That was funny. That was funny.
He was literally like, for all the years that y'all downplayed my name, now I have this power over y'all. I'm like, KD, you a cruel man.
If they're winning, I mean, that's he could do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
If Kyrie's scoring 50, he can do whatever, mess up people's parlays, whatever you want to do.
I don't know, though. If Irving has another 50-point game and...
They win,
yeah. But if he doesn't, if he slacks off a little bit today, Kevin Durant is going to have to perform in order for them to take it away.
He's going to have to carry them.
Kyrie will not score 50. I think KD is going to be the main option tonight because who's guarding him? Embiid's not going to be on KD.
Mm-hmm. You're right. What, Harris? Tobias? Harris?
Who's going to guard Kevin Durant?
I think Tobias Harris...
We have never talked about Tobias Harris' defense.
Thible's too small.
All defense.
I agree, but he's too small.
Not necessarily. I'm telling you right now, some of those small guys gives KD's problems.
Yeah.
Whether it be a guy like Kawhi, whether it be a guy
Kawhi's almost his height.
No, he's not.
He's like 6'9", and KD's like 7 foot.
No, Kawhi's 6'6".
Kawhi's 6'9". Look it up.
Kawhi's 6'6".
Kawhi's 6'9".
Kawhi's 6'6", 6'7". Him and DeMar are about the same height.
If Kawhi was 6'6", then he should be a
him and LeBron are not the same height.
No, he's 6'7".
I
6'7".
So that's LeBron's height then.
No, LeBron's 6'9".
Yes,
I know LeBron.
Yeah, by heart, man.
Oh man, I didn't even know.
He plays that weird shooting guard, but they list him as a small forward. Same with DeRozan. But I just think that if you get the right guy on Kevin Durant, where he won't be able to put the ball down when he goes up for that shot, you could disrupt him. But he's one of those guys necessarily where it's like, okay, he's going to go get whatever he's going to get. I got to stop these other guys. You got to stop the guys like Seth Curry. You can't let Andre Drummond get 20 rebounds. Now, I'm not going to lie. There's a subplot to this game. Joel Embiid has this thing with Andre Drummond where he just cooks him every time he know how to get him in. I remember a game where he literally got him in foul trouble within the first 5 minutes of the game. And he's just looking like, what am I supposed to do? You can't do nothing with a guy like
Joel Embiid. It's hard to guard Embiid. It's very hard.
I don't know.
Can you guard him?
Yeah, no, never mind. Next question.
Can I guard who?
Next question.
Joel Embiid. Can you guard Joel Embiid?
Next question.
Maybe I could.
No comment.
Not well.
I know the formula.
I just have to say one thing. Why is Kevin Durant still lying about his height?
He's not trying to play anything past the small forward.
He's 6'10".
He's 7 feet tall.
He's clearly 7 feet tall.
That's the same reason Kevin Garnett lied a lot about his height all his career. He doesn't want to be labeled as a center. It's the same reason Anthony Davis doesn't like being labeled a center. Most of these guys like being power forwards because they don't like to get boxed in. But I think as we move
Kevin Durant was a small forward for most of his career.
Yeah, still is, right?
You like to be one of those guys that actually get the ball. You don't want to like to be known as like a post-up guy. And they'll try to convert you into something that you're not.
At this point, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Kevin Durant is a post-up guy.
He a post-up, but like a fade post. He ain't backing you down in the paint.
That's true. That's true.
He's not Dirk.
He's good with the off-balance shots, definitely. I feel like that's his forte.
Have you seen his shooting warm-ups? He shoots off 1 foot, off one leg, falling away.
Crazy.
He's insane.
I sure wish I had those problems. I wish I had those problems being a Knicks fan. I wish we had somebody who could score like that.
We're going to get to the Knicks. Thank you for transitioning that, Kory. So the Knicks beat the Mavericks by 30 last night. And I had an idea because the offense did not look good. The defense looked great, obviously keeping the Mavs and Luka Doncic to 77 points. It's amazing. Yes, but here's what I'm going to do. I am going to read out the Knicks stats as if we had an amazing game, right? We're going to see how this sounds. Knicks point guard Alec Burks had an astonishing game from three-point land, going 3 of 10 from three-point range. R.J. Barrett did his part, going over 3 from three-point land, and 7 of 16 overall from the field. And Knicks star and former NBA All-Star Julius Randle was lights out in this one, shooting a stellar 8 of 19 from the field and 3 of 7 from downtown. The Knicks are 3.5 games out of the last play-in spot, so you're telling me there's a chance.
Well,
I mean, Alec Burke had a double last night.
Look,
Alec Burke had a double last night. He had 15 points, 11 rebounds.
He's not a point guard. I don't care.
Yeah, he's a shooting guard, and he's not a great one.
The thing that got me was when you said there's a chance. As long as there's a chance, I'm going to take it.
I knew you would say that.
As a Knicks fan, I don't understand what happened last night. I really don't. Like, it's the Mavs. Luka?
It was more of a Mavs thing than a Knicks thing. I think Mavs just really capitalized on the Mavs problems.
On a bad night.
Yeah.
Look, the Mavs ain't going to be nothing until Luka can find his partner in crime. Even though I'm not going to lie, this is my conspiracy theory. He already has found his partner in crime. It's just like this. It's like a Romeo and Juliet situation. They can't be together because they're on two different teams.
Who, Porzingis?
No, it's Jokic.
Oh, it's forbidden.
It's forbidden love.
Forbidden love.
Because literally almost every All-Star game that they're at, it's like they're the only two ones that's clicked up together, and it's like they always joking.
So where would they join then?
I want to see Jokic with the Mavs. I think.
Yeah. I'm telling you. What's the Mavs owner name?
Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Shark
he
Tank
will
guy,
give
yeah.
everything up just to get Jokic. He loves European players.
That's a big market, right? Dallas. I've been there. A lot of people.
I wouldn't call it a big market in basketball.
It's not.
Yeah, but they're not a basketball city.
They're not. The football city, no doubt.
Of course.
Denver wouldn't be horrible for them to join up.
Denver's
just don't
still
think
football too.
I don't think Luka's going to want to go to Denver.
It's more weed.
But yeah, I mean,
the Mile High City, Kory.
I'm not going to say they're going to join up in New York because that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
a girl can dream, can't she?
Yeah, I guess the only way they could really join is if Mark Cuban just gives them the money and he goes to Dallas. Yeah.
Oh, you can. I got an idea.
Or they can team up somewhere else, like do the whole LeBron thing.
I got an idea. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. Y'all could go and we give y'all first. We giving you 2. We giving you an All-Star.
That's not enough for Luka. Are you kidding me? He's the future of the league.
Yeah, literally.
Who say
that's debatable?
Who said he the future of the league?
Yeah, that's debatable. I'm still going with Giannis. No, I'm still going with Giannis. After LeBron leaves, Giannis is taking full control.
Player-wise, he's one of the future in the league.
I'm not saying Mauricio's right. I'm not saying he's the only player that is the future.
Because you also have
one
John
of the
Morant.
key players for the future.
Okay, yes, I agree with that.
LeBron's career is winding down.
Luka is part of that new regime.
Yeah, he's going to be in the top 5 of the
it's Giannis,
NBA.
it's Luka,
Joel.
I said Ja. Yeah, Ja, Giannis, Luka, Trey, Joke, Embiid.
No, I wouldn't say Jokic. He's
you would say Jokic? I said Jokic.
LaMelo will be another one.
Yes,
I see.
He's like one of the top marketing players already, and this is what his second season.
They post him like 10 times a day, and
I also have Bam Adebayo as well.
Bam and RJ, hopefully.
Not if he continues with us. No, I don't think.
RJ gonna capitalize on that Canada market. I'm telling you. The Maple Mamba.
Imagine he go back to his hometown.
We're not talking about. We're not wishing that. No. We still need him. He's one of our good players.
Okay, let me search. Is he from Toronto?
He's from Canada.
He's from Ontario, I think. Ontario, yeah.
I just know he's from Canada.
Ontario's not a city, it's a province.
Maybe.
No, Ontario, I think, is a state.
It's a province, it's not a city.
It's equivalent of a state, basically.
I wouldn't mind a Canadian.
Yeah, he's born in Toronto, yeah.
Listen. I would not mind a Canadian connection in New York. Get Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Who else is a good Toronto player?
Who's Canadian?
Steve Nash can come out of retirement.
Do not
coach the Knicks.
Really?
As long as you do not bring Tristan Thompson over to New York, I'm good. Did you see that one more video of him just bricking shot after shot?
And he was so close. With his height, he was so close to the hoop. Oh my goodness. How do you miss that? And you're an NBA player. Multiple times though? And nobody's guarding you?
Look, the thing, I'm so glad that the play-in tournament is around because it actually gives hope, because you got a team like the Atlanta Hawks who are still like 10th. They're 10th right now.
Yeah.
So they're not having a good season, and it's just so lumped up that anybody can possibly get in. Now, if the Knicks were to get in that position, I'm not too sure what we would do with it.
The thing is, if we win, we have to go against the number 1 seed in the actual playoffs. Who's going to be the number 1 seed? The Bulls,
The Bulls,
The Heat.
I definitely think it's going to be the Heat.
The Heat. No, I was just saying naming the teams that could be number 1. So
the Heat team,
The 76ers will be another
The
one.
Heat, they're silent. They're deadly. Silent, but deadly.
We'll get swept.
The only thing I can say about the Heat right now is they got depth. As far as they just got Victor Oladipo back. You still got Tyler Hero, aka Young Jack Harlow.
You got Lowry. Yeah, you got
Lowry,
Butler's out right now though, right?
I don't know why, but
PJ Tucker.
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry is just one of them players I do not like. He's just like one of them feisty players that him and Patrick Beverly.
Yep.
I would not want to play against them on the court.
They're the type of players that get in your head, like
because I'm going up for a layup and all of a sudden it's a charge. I'm like, it's not my fault. He's like 5'2". It's easy for him to stay down there.
You're right.
Do you know people call Kyle Lowry a Hall of Famer?
In basketball?
Yeah.
Basketball Hall of Fame.
No, in baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Basketball Hall of Fame is not that hard to get into. Like,
he's
guys
not
like,
a Hall of Famer.
He has a championship ring, though.
I have a feeling Derrick Rose is going to get in. That shouldn't happen.
Okay, let me compare Kyle Lowry to...
He's the youngest MVP. Come on, man.
Derrick
Rose is not going to get in.
Well, he's not first ballot, but
no.
at least
what has he done since the youngest MVP?
Now y'all know if he
he's
didn't
like
get
those players that could have been.
Literally, if he didn't get that ACL injury, you know what he could have been, what he would have been.
And you know what we call those guys? They could have been Hall of Famers.
They're not Hall of Famers.
Okay, so what about players like Penny Hardaway and Grant Hill?
Penny Hardaway had a whole career.
Penny Hardaway ain't a Hall of Fame, is he?
He is. Penny Hardaway, absolutely.
But he made the finals.
Oh, Penny Hardaway.
Okay.
Penny
What
Hardaway
about Grant Hill?
I know you know.
Grant Hill is in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Grant Hill is in the Hall of Fame?
I think
He's great.
He made like all NBA teams and stuff like that.
And
he
all
was
stars
good.
as well.
He was good for like a solid decade. He was just hurt a lot.
Tracy McGrady's in the Hall of Fame.
Of course, it's McGrady.
Penny Hardaway is really in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
No,
Why wouldn't he be?
Actually, Penny Hardaway is like out of the ones we named, he's the most deserving. Honestly,
He is, absolutely.
He was really good in the '90s, really good.
And who can't
His
forget
son
those
played for the
foam
Knicks, right?
stops,
Hardaway
man.
Jr. played for the Knicks.
I am not gonna lie. If Penny Hardaway is in the Hall of Fame, you might got a case for Derrick Rose being in the Hall of Fame.
No, Kyle Lowry is the equivalent to Kyle Lowry is Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is in the Hall of Fame.
No,
Bosh
come
is
on, you
better.
can't. Bosh played his role when LeBron and Wade during their championship run.
Bosh is
he
better.
played his role.
The Kyle Lowry was the second option on that Raptors team, though. I mean, Siakam.
Overall,
yeah,
Bosh is better, I think, than Lowry.
Let me. I was just going to compare them. Let's see, Kyle Lowry.
Yes, Kory.
He's not in the Hall of Fame. Penny Hardaway's not in the Hall of Fame.
No chance.
No, he's not in the Hall of Fame. Exactly. I knew he shouldn't have been.
No chance he's not.
He's not in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Orlando Magic's Hall of Fame. And he ain't in the NBA Hall of Fame. You better cut that out. If Penny Hardaway is in the Hall of Fame, then they might as well put Mari Stoudemire in there. Hold on.
Okay, apologies to Chris Bosh. Yeah,
he's in the Hall of Fame, Kory.
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
I'm reading it right now.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Where?
He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yes, I'm looking. Look at this. Look it up.
I remember when he got in.
That's for his teams. That's the team's Hall of Fame.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Hey, look. Penny Hardaway was good, but he was injury prone. He was not that good.
I think that's Derrick Rose too.
You know what? I think Kory's right.
I knew Penny Hardaway was in the Hall of Fame when he was in the Knicks uniform.
Tracy McGrady made it.
Yeah,
he was in the Knicks uniform.
But you know what the difference?
Chauncey Billups made it.
Oh, do you know who I was thinking of?
He won a title. He was in finals MVP.
Yeah.
That counts.
But look, if you look at the history of the Knicks players who were washed and got into the Knicks uniform, the Tracy McGrady, he actually had a solid career before he went up there.
That's true.
Now you look at Steve Francis. Steve Francis ain't never been in the Hall of Fame.
No.
I don't even think Stephon Marbury making it to the Hall
No,
of Fame.
he's definitely not. No.
Nope, no chance.
Maybe in the China League Hall of Fame.
Not the China
No, definitely the China League Hall of Fame.
In China, he is a legend. He's Michael Jordan out in China.
No, seriously.
No, do
Yeah?
you
Oh,
not-
yeah.
They got statues of that man.
They praise that guy.
Look, he was so good in China. They literally made him a coach.
Yeah,
I'm like, he was.
Why would you make someone that doesn't speak your native language to coach your basketball team?
I think he learned. Maybe
that's not the thing that was the craziest. The fact that he was able to sell these basketballs out there in his sneakers.
Yeah, his sneakers are big.
Sneakers were very big.
The sneakers was crazy because guess what? You know the light up Yeezys that you see in the mall? Yeah. He was selling those as his sneakers. And he was getting away with it.
They're very cheap. And they're very cheap and affordable. That's why people bought them.
No, yeah. I'm not talking about the Starberries. He was just selling the ones that you get at the mall. I had a pair of Starberries. I ran track in Starberries.
Wow. Yeah, Stephon Marbury, Knicks legend. Yep.
There's so many guys we say Knicks legend. We got down to a lot of guys that just played for the Knicks for like a year, or like Tracy McGrady wasn't even there a full year.
He was. Oh yeah, he was.
That was like a 10-day, wasn't it?
Chauncey Billups was a Knick too.
Yeah, that's why I was naming the names.
What's his name?
The last time the Knicks won was championship was like what 1972. Right?
Yeah, with Clyde Frazier. Yeah,
almost everybody you think was nice at one point.
Actually, no, it was 73.
At the end of their career, got that money from the Knicks.
Derrick Rose.
Look, I'll tell
twice.
Twice. The worst joke I ever seen was when Richard Jefferson was like, "Hey, I knew my career was done when the Knicks started calling." I'm like, oh man,
it's so hard to like Richard Jefferson because he hates the Knicks so much.
I like him. I think he's funny. I think it's deserved. That's why I'm okay with it.
You're a Nets legend. Come on, let's be real. Like, come on.
Who's a Nets legend?
Richard Jefferson. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
He would be in their Hall of Fame.
No, I'm saying that you're the team that you rep is the Nets. Like, come on.
But
like, if he had to pick a team he represents, it's the Nets.
Yeah, he's a Net.
Well, my thing is, if I'm glad
he's on a Cav.
Imagine.
Yo, wait. I just want to ask this question right now. Who's a better team, the Knicks or the Lakers?
The Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah.
I don't know about
LeBron James.
I don't know about that.
Based on their current situation, even though they're playing horribly for the Lakers, their depth itself, I think, makes them better than the Knicks.
The Lakers just lost to the Rockets.
In overtime after a 13-0 run by the Rockets.
And LeBron put up a triple-double. Look, they literally lost. I want to say they lost almost like 9 of their last 13 games.
Yeah. You know what? Here's what we're going to do for the last few minutes of this. I wanted to bring this up. We talked to Mauricio about this before. We talk about NBA MVP a lot, so I wanted to just, update everybody on the race. Who do you guys think? Give me a top 3 or 5, whatever you can do for the MVP right now. Kory.
My top MVP candidates right now,
give me a list. Who do you got on that list for consideration?
Now, it could be any. It's not in any order?
Any order you want.
It's
not in particular order.
I'm just giving you 4 names. Joel Embiid, Jokic, Ja Morant, DeMar DeRozan.
Wow, you don't even have my winner.
Oh, wow.
Giannis.
Ooh.
Giannis is up there for me.
Yeah, he's up there.
Wow.
For me, obviously, I have Joel Embiid first. Nikola Jokic will be second. Giannis will be third. I have Stephen Curry fourth.
You keep riding this Curry train.
You never know. You never know, okay? And Ja Morant fifth.
All right, I got my 5.
Honorable mention will be DeMar DeRozan.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Embiid. I think he deserved it this year. Okay. I definitely believe. I'm gonna go with Giannis.
That's
second.
2.
Then I'm gonna go with Jokic. I want to see Ja win it, but I think
at some point he's got the skills.
Yeah, he's going to win it at some point. But this year the bigs are carrying it right now. So I got Ja at 4, and then I got DeRozan at 5.
Elijah.
I got Embiid. I got Jokic at 2. Giannis at 3. I guess Ja at 4, and then DeRozan at 5. It's not really interesting list, but yeah.
My list is interesting.
Why'd you say Giannis?
Why he wins?
Why did you say Giannis? I'm gonna let you do your list.
Wait, why'd I say Giannis? What do you mean?
You said that's your winner.
He's my number 1 right now. Giannis is 1. I have Embiid 2. Jokic 3. This is going to sound ridiculous, but I really believe in this. LeBron 4.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I know you.
He's going to get votes.
I know you lying.
No.
I don't blame him for thinking that because you can look at LeBron's age and look at the stats that he's putting up. Considering his team is trash,
forget the Lakers for a second.
He's got to be He's got to be like Russell Westbrook and really make a really big difference out of this.
I just need to know. What does the initial of MVP mean? Most valuable player.
Do you understand how bad they would be if he was not there? They didn't pick him first overall.
How bad he is with
No, that's not his fault at all.
It's not.
One second. No. You the leader. Everything falls
That's
on
not his
you.
fault.
Man,
I mean, it does fall.
look,
on
But you
Westbrook.
bring in Westbrook.
you gonna make
Come
me
on.
turn into Skip Bayless? Look, LeBron at this point just stat padding to get past Kareem. That's about it. Like, I don't even know why he playing these games.
Whoa, I see it. I got it. Breaking news. I got to cut you off, Corey. We got to talk about this. Khalil Mack has got traded to the Chargers.
I know you lying.
What are you doing?
Get out of here.
Why? As a Packers fan, yes, but why?
AFC West is just
Oh, my
completely
Lord.
stacked right now.
One second. Do y'all not realize what this is? Bosa and Mac on the same edge? Nah. One second. Mahomes about to be running for his life.
Russell Wilson, too.
Oh, no.
I
Wait.
just got here. What's happening?
Wait.
Just fade the Raiders right now. What can you even do now?
Oh, God. Yeah,
I mean,
forget
they
the
can
Raiders.
get Devontae Adams, but like at this point,
They won't get
I
Adams.
feel
Got franchise tagged.
just trade Carr right now. I mean,
I would give up.
Russell Wilson is looking like, how y'all gonna do this to me? I just got all this money. I finally got out of Seattle, and y'all gonna do this to me?
This isn't Bosa and Khalil Mack on the same line to go against Patrick Mahomes.
Don't forget you got Derwin James in the backfield.
I would, yeah, I mean, just make the AFC West Sunday Night Football throughout the entire football schedule. Like, this is a conference right now. This is a division.
Look. Khalil Mack getting traded is like a crazy thing, but I'm gonna say this right now. They still not going nowhere.
Chargers, really?
Justin Hubert ain't that guy.
Are you serious?
He ain't that guy.
Really?
No.
You don't believe him at all?
Look. I'm gonna say something controversial.
Okay.
I'll put him maybe a couple steps ahead of Drew Lock. That's just me. Yeah, I said it.
That's not controversial, Corey. That's stupid.
Yeah,
I've seen them battle. I've seen him. It's like when a prize fighter goes against one of these low-ranking boxers. I've seen them go head to head, and it didn't look that much of a difference.
AFC West is the best division in football. They
No
have the
question.
best quarterbacks in football. You can make a case that Herbert is at number 2 in quarterback.
Look, if the AFC West is the best division, then the NFC South is the worst division.
NFC South.
I'm talking about now. You got a Brady-less
Actually,
Buccaneers.
you might be right.
You got a Brady-less Buccaneers. You got the Sam Darnold Panthers. You got the Jameis Winston Saints.
He's not even going to be on the team next year, I don't think.
And you got the Matt Ryan
Falcons. I actually think they're going to win the division next year. The Falcons.
But you know what the best trade of this week was?
What?
The Carson Wentz to the Commanders.
Oh, God. I've been calling him Commander Carson all week long.
The commie, yeah. Commie Carson,
That's what they call them.
I know they don't. No, they.
Oh, you haven't heard that?
They call them the commies?
That's what I call them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Everybody's saying that. Oh, yeah.
That's a hot thing right now.
What's going on right now? Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
How do y'all feel about that trade, though, with Wilson?
Wilson, we'll get to that more tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're running out of time here. But
Okay.
Anybody got any quick final thoughts, really quick? Mauricio, you want to bring something up?
Very disappointed as a soccer fan.
Okay.
Literally. PSG, as you all know, having Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, expected to win yesterday against Real Madrid. They had a goal in the first half, but in the second half, Karim Benzema hit a remarkable hat-trick in one of the best games. And it was a big comeback and a big blow for a super team like PSG.
To that oil money club, yeah.
Yeah,
don't want them to win.
My final thought's a quick one. I've never heard of this baseball team in my life, but the Kalamazoo Growlers of the Northwoods League, they're a summer collegiate league for college players. They have banned Rob Manfred from their stadium for life.
Well, he was definitely going to show up. That definitely does something.
Oh, man, that's ridiculous.
I know we're not getting a call at this time.
Nah, we're not entering that.
It's
Stay tuned.
Yeah, Corey, what do we got up next?
Stay tuned to Perfumi dell'Italia.
There you go. All right.
Hey, they didn't think I was going to get that, y'all.
You heard Corey. Stay tuned. We got some great things up next. But thank you for listening. From Elijah Blain, Mauricio Mendoza, Kory David, and Gina Halstead, I'm Matt Leonard saying thank you for listening on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.